Earth has been home to millions of species over its 4.5 billion year history. Throughout the ages, as landscapes shifted and climates transformed, nearly every corner of the planet has been ruled by giants. In the oceans, across vast plains, and even in the skies, creatures once swam, walked, and soared that are so enormous that it became hard to believe that they are real. So what were the largest animals to ever exist on our planet? How did they grow to such colossal sizes? And why did some of these giants vanish while others still roam our world? In this video, we'll journey through prehistoric oceans, thunderous ancient forests, and towering skies to meet Earth's greatest giants. Let's uncover the science behind their size, their rise, and their eventual fall in one of nature's most epic chapters. To begin our journey, we dive into the deep blue ocean, where the largest creatures ever to roam the Earth still glide silently beneath the waves. The ocean has long been home to both gentle giants and fearsome predators, creating a kingdom of extremes. Among these giants is the blue whale, the largest animal in Earth's 4.5 billion year history. A fully grown blue whale can reach up to 100 feet long and weigh up to 200 tons, roughly the size of 33 elephants. Its tongue alone weighs as much as an elephant, and its heart is the size of a small car, beating slowly at just 5 to 6 times per minute. Despite their immense size, blue whales move gracefully through the ocean, consuming up to 4 tons of krill in a single day. However, the ocean wasn't always ruled by peaceful titans. Millions of years ago, it was the domain of the terrifying Megalodon, a prehistoric shark that grew up to 60 feet long. With a bite force over 40,000 pounds per square inch, the Megalodon was one of the most powerful predators to ever live, likely preying on large marine mammals, including ancient whales. It ruled the seas for nearly 20 million years before going extinct around 3.6 million years ago, possibly due to cooling oceans and the decline of its prey. Before Megalodon's reign, the Jurassic seas were home to another giant, the Leedsichthys. This ocean giant is a peaceful, filter-feeding fish that grew up to 55 feet in length, making it the largest bony fish ever discovered. Unlike predators, Leedsichthys fed on plankton, using specialized gill rakers to sift food from the water, much like today's baleen whales. Fossils found across Europe show that Leedsichthys was a widespread presence in the warm, plankton-rich waters of the Jurassic era. But the oceans weren't the only places with giants. On land, some of Earth's most colossal creatures left their mark, literally. During the age of dinosaurs, the ground trembled beneath the feet of massive sauropods like Argentinosaurus, one of the heaviest land animals to have ever lived. It's estimated to have weighed between 50 to 100 tons and stretched up to 115 feet in length, longer than a basketball court. Though its fossil record is incomplete, scientists believe it was a slow-moving herbivore that towered above most other life forms of its time. Not far behind was Patagotitan, another giant from South America. Measuring an estimated 122 feet in length and weighing around 77 tons, it may have been even longer, though slightly lighter than Argentinosaurus. These giants likely roamed in herds, their enormous size providing protection from predators and helping them reach treetop vegetation with ease. Their massive scale wasn't a coincidence. During the Mesozoic era, Earth's climate was warm and stable, and vast forests supplied the endless vegetation needed to sustain such giants. Evolution favored large body sizes, not only for defense, but also for more efficient digestion and thermal regulation, as larger bodies retained heat better. And even after the age of dinosaurs ended, gigantism continued to appear. Millions of years later, Paraceratherium, a hornless prehistoric relative of the rhinoceros, emerged as the largest land mammal ever known. It stood around 16 feet tall at the shoulder, stretched over 24 feet in length, and weighed up to 20 tons. Roaming the ancient woodlands of Eurasia, it fed on high branches much like modern giraffes. Though not as enormous as the sauropods, it remains a towering symbol of how nature has repeatedly engineered giants across the ages. You might think giants only ruled the land and sea, but the skies had their own titans. During the late Cretaceous period, the air was dominated by Quetzalcoatlus, the largest known flying creature to ever live. With a wingspan of up to 40 feet, about the size of a small airplane, this massive pterosaur could cast a shadow that startled even the fiercest dinosaurs. But it wasn't just a creature of the skies. On land, Quetzalcoatlus walked on all fours and stood as tall as a modern giraffe. Its lightweight, hollow bones, similar to those of birds, helped keep it airborne. To take flight, it may have launched from cliffs or used powerful leaps from the ground in a vaulting motion, like a prehistoric pole vaulter. It wasn't alone in the skies. Another formidable flyer was Hatzegopteryx, a close relative with a similar wingspan but a much sturdier build. Unlike the more graceful Quetzalcoatlus, Hatzegopteryx had a thick neck and powerful jaws, suggesting it may have hunted larger prey, even small dinosaurs. With its robust frame and terrifying profile, it ruled the skies over what is now modern-day Europe. Together, these flying giants prove that in Earth's age of monsters, even the sky offered no escape. While the skies once echoed with the calls of massive flyers, the era of giants across the land, sea, and sky came to a tragic end. A series of catastrophic events, combined with shifting climates and changing ecosystems, led to the eventual disappearance of some of these towering creatures. Around 66 million years ago, the Earth was struck by a massive asteroid, an impact that sent shockwaves through the planet, causing wildfires, tsunamis, and a dramatic climate shift. This event, which contributed to the mass extinction of the dinosaurs, dramatically altered life on Earth. But it wasn't just the asteroid. Volcanic eruptions and long-term climate changes also played a role in reducing the abundant food sources that these giants relied on. As ecosystems collapsed and temperatures fluctuated, giant sizes became unsustainable. With fewer resources available, smaller, more adaptable creatures had a better chance of survival. Natural selection favored these more efficient, nimble animals that could thrive in rapidly changing conditions. As a result, Earth's landscape slowly transformed, and the once thriving giants faded into history, making way for new, smaller life forms. From thunderous titans marching across the land to oceanic leviathans gliding through the deep and soaring monsters ruling the skies, Earth has been home to some of the most awe-inspiring giants the world has ever seen. These colossal creatures, each unique in their own way, remind us of the incredible diversity and scale of life that has shaped our planet. And who knows, deep in the ocean or buried beneath layers of rock, the next great giant might still be waiting to be discovered, hidden in the uncharted corners of our world. Thanks for diving into the world of giants with us. If you enjoyed exploring interesting stories with us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. What topics do you want us to dive into next? Let us know in the comments. Join us as we get animated about science here at Animated Science.